Hey everybody, I want to talk to you today about a loan that you've probably heard of, and it's a little bit unique and not everyone offers it, but it really has some great advantages, and it's called a cross collateralization loan. I know those words seem a little bit fancy, but let's break them down for a second. Cross collateralize, we're going to take more than one house and we're going to collateralize it. We're going to put a loan on multiple properties. Let me try and break it down to be a little bit easier. You have a home or multiple homes that you own and you want to buy another home, but you may not have enough cash for a down payment to buy the other home. Whether it's a primary residence, whether it's an investment property, a vacation home, irrelevant, doesn't matter. You own real estate and you want to buy more real estate, but you don't have the cash for a down payment. One of the best loan products is a cross collateralization. What will happen? A lender will give you one loan and they'll put a loan on one, two, or multiple properties. Why would they put a loan on multiple properties? Well, if you have equity in the other real estate, then there's enough equity for them to kind of secure their loan. I don't want to confuse you. I want to try and make it simple. If you're buying a house for $800,000, they're going to put a deed of trust on multiple homes for that $800,000. Why would you do that? You can get some really good financing options. You can get a really good loan because they're securing their interest with multiple properties. They're really going to protect themselves. Now, if you don't want to do a cross collateral loan, you could go get a home equity line of credit on one of your other properties. You might be able to get a second mortgage, but those loans can be a little bit difficult depending on what type of home you own. If you own an investment property, it's very difficult to get a second mortgage on there. Cross collateral is ideal for you. They'll look at the equity you have in that rental property and use that to help buy another property that you're looking at. I have a number of real estate investors buying multiple rental properties, and what they do is they cross collateralize a couple different houses. It allows them not to take money out of the bank, not to liquidate their stock portfolio. And there's some real flexibility around a cross collateralization loan. What do I mean by that? Well, the underwriting's a little bit easier because they're really looking at the real estate that you own and the equity that you have more than they are what is your income and your W-2s and your tax returns. So it is a little bit of an easier process. Number two, there's a little bit of payment flexibility around it. Those loans typically will allow you to make interest-only payments. Why is that a good thing? Well, you're borrowing some money to buy a house. You're going to use an existing home's equity. You want the lowest monthly payment possible. If you can afford to pay principal and interest every month, you can do that. But most of my real estate investors want a little bit of flexibility around that. What's the final reason why it's a great benefit to consider this type of loan? It allows you to make an offer to the seller almost like you're a cash buyer. You definitely need to get a full loan approval on this before you shop for a home. Let me tell you why that's so impactful. If you wait to buy a home to try and go get approved for it, it might be too late. It doesn't cost you any money. There's no obligation, but you should get approved for a cross collateral loan so that you can understand what your buying power is going to be. And you can also understand what are the costs associated with it. Well, what are my monthly payments going to be? One final advantage of a cross collateralization loan. If you end up selling one of the investment properties down the road that the lender put a lien on, you can actually reduce the loan amount and the monthly payment. So if you're someone that's moving around in their real estate portfolio, this could be a really advantageous loan for you. If you have any questions about a cross collateralization loan, please let me know. Thanks.